one, yucky. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy.
Hey guys, what's going on? All right, Thanksgiving is the day after tomorrow. So I want to give you 5 tips to not blow up on your holiday. Excuse my sexy voice. I had no voice yesterday, but it's so important for me to be able to bring this to you guys because this is something that I used to struggle with hardcore myself for a really, really, really long time. First thing is you want to have a plan for your holiday. Now that doesn't mean I'm not going to have drinks, I'm not gonna have dessert, I'm not gonna have my favorite foods. It's basically, what are you going to do? Are you going to only have a couple drinks? Are you going to have a couple desserts instead of drinks? Are you going to have drinks and no dessert? Are you going to, what are you going to do? If you go into your event with no plan, 99% of the time, we just end up eating and drinking all of the things. And that's what we don't want to do. The average American consumes 6,000 calories on Thanksgiving. Now it takes consuming an additional 3,500 calories over what you normally eat to gain 1 pound of actual body weight. So knowing this fact that the average American consumes 6,000 calories, yes, you can actually gain pounds on Thanksgiving, and it's very easy to do. And in the following days, because we have leftovers, right? I want you to really be mindful on this day. So your first thing is you're gonna have a plan, right? Your second tip is to be mindful. Well, what does that mean? So I want you to think about your favorite things that you normally eat on Thanksgiving. My sister-in-law's favorite thing is mashed potatoes, and she likes her mashed potatoes the traditional way. If mashed potatoes are made the traditional way, they're usually made with heavy cream, butter, sour cream. So they are super, super high in fat. Think about your casseroles, your vegetable casseroles. Many people think that they're healthy because there's vegetables in them. Well, there's a lot of cheese. Again, heavy cream, sometimes cream cheese, butter, a lot of fat. 1 gram of fat is double the amount of calories versus a gram of protein or a gram of carbs, okay? So the high fat foods pack the calories in very, very easily, and they're so tasty, right? That's the first thing, is just be mindful of the foods that you're eating and put your things on a plate. So most Thanksgivings have hors d'oeuvres, appetizers, right? The delicious finger foods. And a lot of times we'll pick and eat, pick and eat, pick and eat. Well, you have no awareness of how much you're really eating. Take a little appetizer plate, little hors d'oeuvre plate, whatever they're called, and put your appetizers or your finger foods on there so you can see exactly how much you're eating. This brings awareness to you. If you have just standing there talking, picking things, 15 or 16 different munches, bites, right? Would you now really put all of that on a plate? You'd be like, oh damn, I already filled up the plate. So be mindful, use a plate, don't just mindlessly eat. Your third tip is, when it comes to dinner time, put a decent serving of turkey or ham or whatever your protein is on your plate first. Most Thanksgiving foods are going to be carbs or fat or a combination of the two. Most are not protein dense, protein heavy. So get your turkey, get your ham in there first. That's gonna fill you up, that's gonna satiate you. And then sub or fill in with vegetables, veggies. You want that fiber, you want those nutrients, you want all that good stuff that comes with your vegetables as well. Now, remember what I said about the casserole. So keep that in mind. There's usually some type of roasted vegetables, sauteed vegetables, right? So that kind of thing. Have a little bit of the things that you want. Okay, this is your 5th tip and really the most important one. Look, it's Thanksgiving. We're grateful for all of the things that we have, all of the family and friends that we're surrounded by, and all of this amazing food that we get to have. So you don't want to sit down at the dinner table and say, oh, I can't have that. I'm not having that. I can't have that. I'm not allowed to have these things. You want to enjoy all of them. I want to encourage you to have a good portion of the things that you want. Now, what does good portion mean? I don't mean a good portion. I mean like a spoonful. So if there's 6 different sides that you want, having a tiny bit of each one, right? You taste it, you get to enjoy it. Because think about it. Now, when we gorge ourselves, we're taking these like, oh my God, I love mashed sweet potatoes. All of the mashed sweet potatoes. And after a few bites of them, you're satisfied with that taste. You're starting to get full. But what do we do on Thanksgiving? We keep eating until we feel so uncomfortable. And we sit down, or while we're sitting down, you feel like you need to unbutton your pants. You feel bloated, you feel big, you feel just blah. You don't need to eat to get to that point. Is it really enjoyable? It's really not that enjoyable. So take a little bit of each of the things that you want. And then there's always dessert. So same thing with dessert. Dessert is my jam. I want to have a little bit of each of the things that I want, and I do, but I have a little bit. If I take a dessert and I take a bite and I don't really eat it, or I don't really like it, I don't eat all of it. Same thing with the sides, same thing with really anything that I eat that day. If I take a bite and I taste it, I'm like, not so crazy about it, I'm not eating it. I move on to the next thing. There you have it. There's your 5 tips to not blow up on Thanksgiving and the days following. Go in with a plan is your number 1. Number 2 is be mindful. Use a plate. Be aware of all of the foods that you're eating and what could be in the foods. 3, start with your protein for your dinner. Put the turkey, put the ham on there. If you have fish, whatever, same thing. 4 is veggies. Get those nutrients in there. And then 5 is your portions. Have the things that you want, but have a decent little portion of them so you can taste and enjoy all of the things that you want to, so you're not depriving yourself. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you soon. Please share this video with your friends and family. Subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of the cool new videos coming out for you. Enjoy your holiday, guys. Bye.